Welcome to the effects of disease on history. You know, as a historian, I've taught history for 45 years here at Weber State. My colleague, Dr. Craig Oberg, has taught microbiology here for more than 4 decades, and we've been friends almost that entire time. And during the course of that friendship, we've talked often about how our two disciplines really come together in so many ways during the course of history. Because disease is kind of like the weather. It's always there, running in the background, but sometimes it pops up and has powerful effects on how things turn out. And so Dr. Oberg began to give lectures about this years ago, and then an honors course. And then we got together and put together a massive open online course that went out to the world about this. And as we did that, we developed 6 units of study that we've since managed to put into this general education course at Weber State to help you get just a little bit of a feeling for how powerful disease has been in terms of a causal force in history. And so we've looked at it in 6 general topics with brief, just kind of scratching the surface looks into these: religion, conquest, migration, warfare, politics, and finally, how disease has affected arts and literature. I think you're going to be very surprised and impressed when you begin to understand how immense this effect has been on the course of history. Dr. Oberg, how are we going to do that as we go along through this? I mean, how is each unit going to function? Would you tell them a little bit about what to expect?
Yeah, so in each unit, there are several components, and we really hope you enjoy them because we and our support staff here in Weber State made quite a number of videos. So there are short videos about each historical topic. For example, how smallpox and measles impacted the Native Americans as Europeans came here in the 1500s. There are short essays. The essays are a little bit different than the video, so you'll want to see the video and the essay. We have some readings for you. Also in each unit, we're going to talk about a specific disease or two so you understand a little bit about that disease. And then we're going to answer a scientific question. For example, where do diseases come from? How do diseases spread? How come we're not all dead yet from some dang disease? So hopefully in each unit, you'll have a robust experience. You'll see this interaction between disease and history. And I like what Dr. Sessions said. Even though we cite 4 or 5, I think, pretty applicable and profound examples in history, there literally are 100 more examples, both how a huge impact like smallpox on the Native American population to polio and Franklin Roosevelt to an individual person.
And how a pandemic may have seriously affected a recent election. So we have lots and lots of examples, really is what they are, Craig, of how this works. And we hope it kindles an interest in the students to look more deeply and find others. In fact, at the end of the course, we're going to ask you to come up with your own vignette in which you describe a time or an incident when disease had a very powerful effect on a person or on a historical event.
Yeah, I think, in conclusion, I hope you appreciate, as we do, 2 what would be considered very different disciplines, showing how they collaborate, interact, and really profoundly affect us as humans through the course of our history. So enjoy.
Enjoy.